So hey guys, today I'll be showing you how you can make a calculator in Python. So first I'll run the file and show you. This is not like a calculator with the terminal. This is a calculator with GUI. So this has the function of multiplication, square root, square, and division, and also multiplication and division of decimals, then addition and subtraction of decimals. So 45, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, plus 3.54891. Yeah, so and we can also divide this by 23. Like right now I'm typing on my keyboard, so it has that functionality also. So I can like put random numbers and hit enter. Yes, and I can also multiply it by. So I hit shift plus 8 on my keyboard and it gave the sign. And if I hit shift plus equal to sign on my keyboard, then it will get the plus sign. And if I do a wrong operation, like 9 divided by 0, then it will give me an error because the answer does not exist. So now we'll start coding it. First, you have to pip install tk, which is tk is short for tkinter, which will be the tool we'll be using for creating the GUI. So if you haven't installed Python, you can check out my video on how to make a game in Python part 1. The part 2, I'll be uploading the part 2 soon. I know it's been a long time since I uploaded the part 1. So in that I've shown how to install Python. And then we can start. So we'll first import the tkinter module. tk, then I'll set the light gray label color. So we'll set these are all the colors and the fonts that we'll be using for 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 our calculator. So like the names are self-explanatory. 5265E, then small small font style, which will be used for like the numbers displayed above in small text, which will be Arial, 16. Hit enter. Now we'll create the large font style, which will be Arial, 40, bold. So bold is the weight of the font, 40 is the size of the font, and Arial is the font. And we are saving it in a variable. We'll hit enter and we'll create a variable height, which will be set to hashtag f f f f f f. Hit enter. Now we'll create a digits font style. Now we'll create digits font style. Yes, so we'll set it to Arial 24 bold. Then we'll create a default font style. 1 minute. Yes. Yeah. So we'll create a default font style, which will be Arial 20. Arial, 20. And hit enter. Then we'll create a color called off-white, which will be set to hashtag F8 FAFF and hit enter. Now we'll create a color for light blue, which will be equal to hashtag CCEDFF. Then we'll hit enter and we'll create a class calculator. And hit enter. Now we'll create a function for called def underscore underscore init underscore underscore self and oh no underscore underscore into brackets self. Yeah, and then put a semicolon and hit enter. So here we will define the window of the calculator. So we'll set the self dot window equals tk dot tk. This will create the window for our calculator. We'll set the size of the window as self dot window dot geometry 375 into 667 and hit enter. Now we have to set the windows resize self dot window dot resizable to 0, so the user isn't able to resize the window. You can change this according to you. It's not necessary to use the same. And now we'll give the title to the window self dot as self dot window dot title calculate and hit enter 2 times. Now we'll call a couple of functions which we'll define later. So we'll call self dot total expression total underscore expression equal to nothing like okay. And now we are going to copy this and paste it 2 times. Now we'll change the second one to self dot current expression. So the self dot current expression will show what we are typing. The self dot total expression will show the total, and the self dot display underscore frame will create the display frame. Okay, and hit enter. Yeah, and hit enter 2 times. And now we'll call the self dot total label, self dot total underscore label, comma self dot label equal to self dot this function. This will call the self dot create display labels. So self dot create underscore display underscore label. And now we'll get a bracket and hit enter. Now we need to define the position of the digits. So like where the digits will be placed. So we'll write self dot digits equal to, we'll open a curly bracket and we'll write it for 7, which will be the row and column will be 1 comma 1. Then we'll put a comma and write it the same for 8, for which the row and column will be 1 comma 2, and do the same for the rest of the numbers. So I'll do it quickly. Okay, 5, 2 comma 2, and then at last, not last, the last of this row, 6, which will be 2 comma 3. Then we'll copy the same, put a comma at the last, and hit enter and paste it. The indentation is wrong. Yeah, now it's correct. So this will be 1, which would have the rows as 3 comma 1. Then it will be 2, which will be 3 comma 2, and at last there will be 3, which will be 3 comma 3. And then we'll create the 0, which will be in the fourth in the fourth column, no, yeah, in the fourth column, second row. Fourth comma space, two comma. Then we'll put a dot symbol. Yeah, after 0, we'll put a dot symbol, which will be used for like decimal values at 4 comma 1. And we are done with the digits. So now we'll hit enter. Now we'll type self dot operations. It will define the operations as first we'll do this a slash, then we'll put a colon, then we'll give a space, and semicolon, we'll write slash u00 f capital F7, and do the same for the rest of them. So these are the codes. I'll provide this in the description. I'll save the file. So now we'll be calling this buttons frame function, which will create the buttons frame. So self dot buttons underscore frame equal to self dot create underscore button underscore frame, and hit enter 2 times. Now we'll write self dot buttons underscore frame dot row configure. This will configure the buttons for us in properly in the rows. So we'll write 0 comma weight equals 1 and hit enter. And now we'll write for x in range. So we are configuring the buttons range into bracket 1 comma 5 colon and hit enter. There's some indentation error for x in range. Wait guys, there's some indentation error. Self dot buttons underscore prime dot row configure. I have to fix this error. So guys, yes, I fixed the error. There was an indentation error, I think, or it might not be. Yes. So now I'll create the self dot create digit button. So I'll call the function to create the digit buttons. Self dot create underscore digit underscore buttons and hit enter. Now I'll create self dot create underscore operate. Yes guys, so now I'll create now I'll call self dot create operator buttons, which will create the operator buttons, and we'll call the self dot create special buttons, which will create the special buttons. Self dot create underscore special underscore buttons, and then we'll call the function bind key, which will bind the keyboard key, and then hit enter. So now we'll define a function bind keys. We'll be starting with bind keys first in self and colon and hit enter. Now we'll write self dot window dot bind return lambda lambda space lambda event self dot evaluate, and now and then hit enter. Now we write for key in self dot digits self dot window dot bind str will now pass a string key called key. Then we'll create lambda event comma digit equals key, and we'll call the function self dot add underscore to underscore expression into bracket digit, and hit enter 2 times, and now fix the indentation to again to below for, and now we'll write for key in self dot operations, hit enter. We'll write self dot window dot bind key comma lambda event comma operator equals key self dot append underscore operator and operator. So we are calling the function append operator. Now we'll hit enter 2 times. And now we'll call the def create special button, which the function, which again has 4 functions for creating the clear button, the equals button, the square button, and the square root button. So def create underscore special underscore button. So we'll write that. Then we'll put a colon and hit enter. Now we'll call all of these functions. So create underscore clear underscore button. What I want to put underscores because yeah. So control on yeah and control C. Yeah, and hit enter control V 2 3 4 and create square root button. No. I need to create multiple cursors. Yeah. So at the last here we'll write equals. Yeah, equal button. Create square button and create square root button, SQRT button. And Control S. We'll save it. Now we'll write the function for creating the display label. So def create underscore display underscore label. I think I've gone wrong. Create and okay, I have to copy this. Control C. Control V. Yeah. And write self in it and colon hit enter. Now we'll write total underscore label equals tk dot label self dot display. So here we are creating the display labels. So we'll write this text equals self dot total underscore expression comma anchor equals tk dot e uh, anchor tk dot e comma background equals, now we'll use the light gray variable. Yes, light gray comma fg equals label color. So we'll use the label color variable here and hit enter. Now we'll give the padding for x as equals 24 comma font. We'll set the font as small font style which we created, and now we'll hit enter. Now we'll write total underscore label dot pack expand equals true comma fill equals truth and hit enter 2 times. Now we'll write label equals tk dot label dot display. So we created a total label and now we are going to create the label where if we like select number, it will get displayed. So we'll write tk dot label self. I think wait, yeah, self dot display underscore frame, comma text equals to self dot total underscore expression, comma anchor equals to tk dot e, comma bg equals light gray, which is the variable we created, comma fg equals label color. Yeah, label color, and paddx equals to 24, comma font style, which will be equal to large font style. The font equals large font style, the variable that we created. And now hit enter. Now we'll write total dot sorry, label dot pack expand into bracket expand equals true, comma fill equals both. And now we'll return both of these as return space total underscore label, comma label, and hit enter. And we are done with this function. Now we are left with these many more functions. So yeah, we'll create those also. So for now, let's work on the diff create display frame. Yeah. Let's make the function diff create display frame. Yeah, and self colon enter frame equals tk dot frame self dot window. So we are setting the height of the window 221, comma pg equals light gray, which we created as a variable, and then again hit enter and write frame dot pack. So we created a display frame, and we are also doing the frame dot pack to so that it expands and fits the whole window. So equals both and return underscore. Oh wait, yeah, return frame, not return. Yeah, and hit enter. So we are done with this. Now we'll go to line 77. Yeah, and we'll create a function that add to expression. I don't think we have called it somewhere. Add and this, yeah, we have called it. So I'll change it to without. Yeah, yeah. So we have add to expression self, comma value. What happened? Code is unreachable. Add underscore to expression. And yeah, yeah. And now let me scroll down. Uh, so we'll write self. Oh, wait. So we'll write self dot current underscore expression plus equal to str value and enter, and we'll call self dot update underscore label. There's some error, I think, with the function. So yeah, guys, I had made a typing mistake. Now it's working fine. So now we'll define the function for creating the display. No, sorry. We'll define a function to create the digit buttons. Is this the correct function? Yeah. Now we'll write self init colon for digit. We are creating all the digit buttons here. Grid underscore value in self dot digits dot item button equals tk dot button self dot button. Oh yeah, self dot button underscore frame comma text equals string digit. We'll add a string digit comma background equals white. Enter comma fg equals label color comma font equals to digits font style comma border width equal to equals to 0 comma space command equals lambda x equals digit self dot add underscore to underscore expression and I think we might yeah and at last we have to add an x in the bracket and hit enter. We're finally done with this long line of code. So now we have to write a button dot grid which will create a grid for the button. Row equals grid underscore values of 0 comma column equals grid underscore value 1 comma sticky equals tk dot nsew. Oh wait, I did the grid value. Yeah, yes. So we are done with this function. No, yeah, we are done with it. I think, I hope. Yeah, we are done. Now we need to create the function append operator. Let's see how many functions we are left with. So we are left with the button, the square root and the special buttons. We are left with the create buttons frame. We are left with the clear button. And we are left with the update total label and update label and run. And if name equal to yeah, that is like very easy. So yeah, let's start. Yeah, so def append operator will let's scroll down, yeah. And now we'll write def append underscore operator into brackets self operator this one self dot current expression plus equal to operator enter. Then we'll write self dot total expression. We are appending the operator and dot plus equal to self dot current expression and hit enter. Now we'll write self dot current expression. We'll set the text to blank. We'll just do blank. And now we'll call the function self update total label and update label. Self dot update underscore total underscore label. Yeah, and self dot update underscore label. Yeah, and hit enter. Now scroll down and we'll create a new function called def create. Yeah, def and create underscore operator underscore buttons into bracket cells as we'll set the I equals 0, then we'll write for operator. We are creating the operator buttons here. We'll write tk dot button self dot button frame button underscore frame text equals symbol comma pg comma space pg equals of height enter comma fg equals label color comma font equals to default font style comma oh wait 1 minute oh wait no, not that comma enter. We'll drag this to here. Yeah, border width equals 0, comma command equals lambda space x equals operator is self dot append underscore. Yeah, so we are almost done with this. So we'll call the self dot append operator as an x append underscore operator into bracket x and hit enter. Now we'll write oh wait no yeah so button dot grid into bracket row equals 1 I comma column equals 4 comma sticky equals tk dot nscw and hit enter. Now we'll write I plus equal to 1 and hit enter. Now we'll create the clear button. So now we'll write def clear self and we'll write it as self dot current underscore expression equals blank. So we'll set all of these expressions as blank and then we'll call the update label function. So self dot update underscore label and self dot update total label and hit enter. Now we'll create the clear button. So def create clear button. Def create clear button and write it as self button equals tk dot button self dot button string buttons underscore string comma text. We'll set the text as C. So text equals C comma background equals of white comma FG, which will be the label color, comma font, which will be the default font style, comma. We'll hit enter, bring it till here. Yeah, we'll write border width equals 0, comma command equals self dot clear, and hit enter. Yeah, and now we'll hit enter 2 times. No, 1 time only. Sorry. Now we'll create the button dot grid. Row equals 0, comma column equals 1, comma sticky equals tk dot NSEW, and hit enter. Now we'll create the square root button. We are like almost done with the program. It is like, no. It is like 174 lines. We are at 114. So yeah, a few lines, like not a few lines, but yeah, we'll be done. So we'll create a square button for self dot current underscore expression equals str eval into bracket f self f curly brackets self dot current underscore expression into 2. Are we correct? No. Yeah. Now we are Control S and enter. Now we'll call the update label function. And we still haven't done that. Okay. We'll save the file. Now we'll call the def create square button. No, wait. Yeah, def create square button. Square button. And self and button equals tk dot button self dot button underscore frame comma text equals x no wait, yeah, text equals double quote x yeah x by u00 v2 comma background equals off white comma fg equals label color comma font equals default font style comma hit enter press space. Yeah, and we'll write border width equals 0 comma command equals self dot square, and hit enter. Now we'll create a button dot grid. Oh, not here. Button dot grid row equals grid underscore value 0 comma column yeah then column wait I've written it wrong row equals grid no column equals grid underscore value. Am I correct? Wait, I'll try to find the grid underscore value. I'll copy this Control C and Control V. Yeah, then column equals grid underscore value 1, comma, sticky equals tk dot NSEW. Enter. Is there some error? Is not defined. So grid value is not defined. How can I? So we grid value. I found it. I'll try to copy paste this. Control C. Control V. Now, oh, we have. Where else did we use grid value? Control S. Grid. For digit grid underscore value. Insert dot digit. It should work. Yeah, so wait, create square button. Are we creating this QR? Okay, I'll have to do something. Okay, guys, I found it out. We are not using grid underscore value and create square button. We are just using row. Row equals 0. I was doing it from some other block. That's why we made it wrong. So, yeah. I think that should resolve all the error. Is there any error? Why is buttons frame not working? Self dot buttons frame. Okay, I wrote buttons frame. Yeah. Now we'll do the same for SQRT, which is the square root. Enter. Control. So yeah, we'll just write SQRT here instead of square. And here we'll write eval. str eval f into 0.5. Okay. And now here it is u221ax. So it will be slash u221ax and control S. Now we'll write command equals self dot sqrt and hit enter. And we'll write the row equals 0, column equals 3. Okay, and we'll write control S here. So we have, oh wait, I forgot to write it as sqrt. So now this should have like two functions. Yeah. Now we have to create equals button and clear button. Yeah. So first we'll work on this evaluate self dot total So yeah, this will evaluate the function. So we will write def. We are close to finishing the project, guys. So yeah, def evaluate self, that is self dot total expression plus equals self dot current expression. So the self dot update total update underscore total underscore label and hit enter. We'll hit try 2 times enter. So it should be like 1 and 2. Okay. Self dot current expression. I think we have written it out. Yeah, it should be like this. Equals to will pass a string. Evaluate self dot total expression. Self dot total underscore expression. Yeah. And now we hit enter. Now we self dot total underscore expression equal blank, and now we'll hit enter. We'll now create an exception as e, right? Self dot. This will give us an error if we do there's an exception or there's no answer to this to that question, like 9 divided by 0 or anything divided by 0 or any other question. So we'll display it as equals to error, and then we write finally over except, and now we got an indentation error because except, yeah, and now we'll hit enter 2 times. Now we'll write a finally. Oh wait, finally self dot update to update the label, and we are done with, I think, yeah, evaluate function. Now we have to create an equals button. Yeah, so this create equals button self colon enter button. Oh, it should be under T of Christian button equals tk dot button self dot buttons frame button underscore frame comma text equals to text equals to. Okay, now we'll write the fg. It, oh right, first we'll write bg equals to, yeah, bg will be light blue. We are using the light blue color we made earlier. Light blue comma fg equals label color and comma font equals default font style comma hit enter. Bring it to itself. Border width equals to 0. command equals self evaluate. This command equals self dot evaluate. Enter. Button dot grid row equals 4, comma column equals 3, comma yeah, column span equals to column span equals 2, comma sticky equals tk dot nsaw and hit enter. And we are done with this. Now we'll create a buttons frame. Okay, this create control F. Oh wait, create dot button. Create underscore button underscore frame. We'll write it for self frame equals tk dot frame self dot window enter frame dot pack. We are packing the frame so it will expand and fit the whole window. Expand equals true, comma fill equals both and return frame. Control. Okay guys, now we are finally going to assign the update total label and update label functions, which are our second and third last functions. Yeah, so we will write def update underscore label total underscore label self enter expression equals self dot total underscore expression enter for operator comma symbol in self dot operations dot items colon enter expression equals expression. So we are creating the total. We are creating the function to update the total label. Operator comma s symbol curly bracket symbol curly bracket. And then we will hit enter and write. Why is it operations dot item coming? Okay, so operation. Oh, we have written self dot operation instead of operations. So I think it should work now. Yeah. Okay, so now we'll hit enter and we'll find that self dot self dot total underscore label dot config text equals expression. And we are finally done with the update total label function. Now we are creating the update underscore label function, which will update the label, update the label where if you write anything, that thing will like the number will appear in the label. So this function will update that label. So self dot label dot config text equals self dot current underscore expression 11. And we are done with that also. Now we are going to create def run, so which will run the calculator in a self.window.main loop. Oh wait, self.window.main loop, main loop, enter. Yeah, we'll and hit enter now. Now we'll finally write the last three lines. If, okay, not here, not from here, if underscore underscore name underscore underscore equals to, it is, what is this called? Double quotes, underscore underscore main underscore, yeah, underscore underscore, then a colon, calc equals calculator, and the function which will call the class calculator, and then we'll write calc.run which will run, and two brackets, and we are done. Now let's try running the project. Oh, wait, create underscore special underscore button. There's some error in that. Create underscore special. Oh, wait, create special button. Yeah, so create underscore special underscore button. Wait, guys, I'll like make this one smaller. So yeah, create clear button. Yeah, and oh yeah, I think that should do. We'll run it now. Oh wait, missing in binding. Oh, what was the line? What is line 1346? What does that mean? Wait, guys. Yeah. Okay. In line 44, self.bind keys, there's an error. So we'll find self.bind key. Oh, I forgot to add this. Yeah, so Control S, and now it should run. Let's try it once more. Yeah, and it is running, guys. Wait, I'll show you. Are you guys able to see it? Yeah, so now I'll just, it is working. I'll test that. Oh, wait, the button didn't get added for like square. Wait, there's some error with the square root button. It didn't get added. Create square button. Let's see. Create square button and create square root button. Why isn't it not getting created? Let's see. Line 169. Okay, let's see that. Yeah, calc equals calculator. Yeah, that error was resolved. Okay, so we'll run it again. Once more, we'll run it. And this square button also. Oh, the clear button didn't get added. Okay, I'll see the create clear button. So let's find out. Wait, control S, create clear button. Okay, and are the rows correct? Row equals 0, column equals 1. Oh wait, the square root button has the column 2 instead of 1. Yeah, you have to write it 2. Now I'll save it and we'll run it. Run Python file and it is open. Yeah, so our calculator is officially complete. So I'll just test the functionalities. Clear 9 into 9. 9.23, 893.07, 2333.333. Okay, equals and clear. Okay, guys. So it is working. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye.